When someone dies in Islam, the process is handled with great care and dignity. The body is gently cleansed, often multiple times, in a way that reflects spiritual purification. After that, it is wrapped in a plain white cloth known as a kafan. No matter who the person was in life, rich or poor, powerful or ordinary, everyone is treated equally in death. Burial usually happens quickly, often within a day. The body is laid on its right side, facing the direction of the Kaaba and Mecca. Before burial, a special prayer called janazah is performed. Unlike regular prayers, it involves only standing and asking God for mercy. But, according to Islamic belief, burial is only the beginning. It is said that two angels come to question the soul in the grave. They ask about faith, who your Lord is, what religion you followed, and who your prophet is. For those who lived with belief, the answers come naturally. After this, the soul enters a state known as barzakh, a period between death and the final resurrection. Eventually comes the day of judgment. Every person is brought back to life and held accountable. Each individual receives a record of their actions, good and bad. The righteous receive it in their right hand, while others receive it differently. Every action, even the smallest, is counted and weighed with absolute precision. Then comes one of the most intense moments, crossing a bridge stretched over hell. It is described as incredibly thin and sharp. Everyone must pass over it. Some cross quickly like a flash, while others struggle. Those who fail fall below, while the faithful make their way toward paradise. Islam teaches that both heaven and hell have multiple levels, with the highest level of paradise being the most rewarding. In Judaism, burial also happens quickly, and the body is treated with deep respect. It is washed and wrapped in simple garments, then placed in a modest coffin. Equality in death is just as important here. However, Jewish beliefs about the afterlife differ in a surprising way. Punishment after death is often seen as temporary rather than eternal. A concept known as Gehenna represents a place of purification rather than endless suffering. It is believed that this process does not last more than a limited time before the soul moves on. The righteous are believed to enter a peaceful state, often described as closeness to God. Importantly, Judaism teaches that goodness is not limited to one group. People from all nations who live righteously can also share in this reward. There is also a belief in a future world where justice is restored. Many Jewish traditions speak of a time when the dead will rise again and humanity will live in a renewed, perfected world. Different branches interpret this differently. Some expect a physical resurrection, while others focus more on the soul's eternal existence. Mystical teachings even include the idea of the soul returning multiple times to complete its purpose. Christianity introduces another perspective. Many Christians believe that after death, the soul is judged and sent to heaven or hell. In Catholic teaching, there is also an intermediate state known as purgatory. This is not punishment, but a process of purification for those destined for heaven. During this time, it is believed that prayers from the living can help the soul. Eventually, all who enter this state reach heaven. Heaven is described as eternal joy in the presence of God, while hell represents separation from Him. At the end of time, Christians believe that all people will be resurrected and judged again, followed by the creation of a new and perfect world. Different traditions within Christianity add more detail, describing a journey of the soul after death and emphasizing spiritual transformation. Others simplify it, focusing mainly on faith as the deciding factor. Hinduism offers a completely different idea. Instead of a single life followed by eternity, it teaches a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. When someone dies, the body is usually cremated and the ashes are often placed in a sacred river. The soul, known as Atman, does not die. It moves on to another body. This process has been happening over countless lifetimes. What determines the next life is karma, the result of one's actions. Depending on karma, a soul may experience temporary reward or suffering in different realms before being reborn again. This cycle is called samsara. The ultimate goal is to break free from this cycle entirely, a state known as moksha. This is achieved through spiritual growth, discipline, and understanding the true nature of reality. Different traditions within Hinduism describe this freedom in various ways, from reaching a divine realm to becoming one with ultimate reality itself. Buddhism builds on similar ideas but changes one key concept. It teaches that there is no permanent soul. Instead, what continues after death is a stream of consciousness shaped by actions and intentions. Rebirth happens again and again, influenced by karma. A person can be reborn in different realms, ranging from joyful to extremely difficult. Some traditions describe an intermediate state where the mind experiences visions and has opportunities to reach enlightenment. If this is not achieved, rebirth continues. The goal in Buddhism is not to reach heaven, but to end this cycle completely. This state, called nirvana, represents freedom from suffering, desire, and ignorance. Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest religions, presents another unique vision. After death, the soul is believed to face judgment at a bridge that separates the physical world from the afterlife. The experience of crossing this bridge depends on one's actions in life. For the righteous, it is easy and leads to a place of joy. For others, it becomes difficult, leading to suffering. There's also a neutral state for those whose actions are balanced. What makes this belief different is its ending. It teaches that evil itself will eventually be destroyed. In the final renewal of the universe, all souls are purified and creation is restored to perfection. Across all these traditions, one idea appears again and again. What we do in life matters. Different religions explain the journey after death in their own ways, but nearly all agree that actions, choices, and beliefs shape what comes next.